Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LRS Stock Car M Series. We are here for round 6 at Road Atlanta after we went to the Dust Bite for the M Dust Bite Dream Race. We saw, we of course now are looking at Ricky at the lead, Gaysop in second, Kanzi in third. But of course, Ricky and Gaysop are both tied in first. Kanzi in third, and he is 1 point away to also being a threat for either Ricky or Gaysop. It depends on who's going to be ahead of one another and take the lead. But the lead will not just be running away with it. No, there's also Kanzi within the question. In fourth, we have Jack, who's also tied with Jimmy Fuego, both with 11 points. Then we have Danny Alistair with 10, JKR with half of Danny Alistair's points, Itaskeda with 3, and Metro and Danny Hollywood both tied with 2. Of course, the minimum threshold in LRS M Series is it is 5. You need the minimum of 5 points. So we'll be going to see who is going to take a win and who is going to get further up in the point system. We're about to take a look at the qualifying session right now here at Rolana. We're looking at Kanzi coming out first. The number 7, who had a very, very terrible run at Dust Bite along with JKR. Both of them fell off the map, and it was not a good run for the 7. But we also looking at other drivers, including Majorite, who is also coming out of the pits and also getting ready to do his qualifying run here. As we're looking at all the other drivers also coming out of the pits, we have almost the entire field. Jack, the driver who ended up second in the M Series Dust Bite Dream Race. Of course, the Dream Race, it was all a dream, and we're back in reality, back to back at Atlanta after the Atlanta or after the Atlanta Motor Speedway race. We're back at Atlanta, and of course this is also just during the same time that the Pro Series will be doing their Laguna Seca Legends invitation race. And so this will not be the place where we'll see who is going to be taking the top spot. That's a whole different location we'll be going to. And that's instead of race 6, that is race 9 for the M Series drivers, which is also known as the LRS GT race, which the driver over there whoever wins that race, they'll get themselves a spot for the GT3 category in the LRS Legends 1, which will be held at Daytona. Daytona International Speedway on the road course variant. As we're looking at the number 55, the race winner of M Series. Let's see if he could go back-to-back here at Atlanta. See if he could do a Dust Bite race win and also an Atlanta win. And of course, with the Atlanta races, it's been the last 3 races that we've seen for Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3 often have been liminal spaces drivers. It has been Danny Alce, has been Jack. But Danny Alce back-to-back for 2 times, and then Jack will take the 3rd one. Who will take the 4th one? Will go to liminal spaces again, or will it be somebody else who's going to be taking that win? As we see Kansi already with the fastest time with a 122.858. Let's see what Metro can bring in. He's gonna put himself in a 122.919. Jacob with a 122.878. And Ricky with a 123.378. Not really a good run for him. Yesa putting his vehicle in 123.265. And the lead is between Ricky and Yesap, and Kanzi is also in the question, because if he gets himself pole position here, then it is all about the race win. Whoever wins the race will be leading the championship, but that's only if Kanzi gets pole position here. If it does not get pole position, then it'll be a battle between Ricky, Yesap, and Kanzi. Ricky and Yesap are tied in that situation, and Kanzi 1 point behind. So it really is a battle of who gets pole position. If Kansi could even put a proper run here and get himself a pole. Let's see what his teammate, however, let's see what he could bring in. And he gets himself into 8th with a 123.367. Not really a good run for him, unfortunately. Intoxicated with a pole position time of a 122.830, but we still have time remaining. We still need to see who's going to be placing their vehicles. Jack now pole position with a 122.596. And now Demi coming in with a 122.830. Already tied with Intoxicated. Kansi is going even lower and lower in the qualifying standings. Started the pole, Jack took that, and now he's going all the way down to 4th. But he's not in the pits. In fact, I think he's either doing his lap or about to start his lap. Take a look at the driver, Yesap, who is, of course, in question for the first place here in the championship. Like, he could take the lead. And from the looks of it, he is all the way in 8th. Ricky's all the way in dead last. These two really need to step it up, or else it's going to be a very, very difficult season for them. With your top 5 currently being JKR with a 122.878, Kanzi in 4th with a 122.858. We're looking at Demi Hollywood going into the pits. Intoxicated and Demi Hollywood, both of them tied with a 122.830. And Jack at pole position with a 122.596, as we have less than 3 minutes remaining here at Road Atlanta for the M Series Showdown. Ricky now coming over to the start-finish line, or he already came over to the start-finish line. No improvement from the number 5. This is going to be a very hard one for these guys. They have to do a lot of work. JKR in 5th, Danny Alistair in 6th. Jack could maybe make it another. He could. Jack could do the 4th one if eliminable spaces. And Metro, the other driver, since we were talking about the drivers who are legends, Metro, of course, is one of the first drivers to be partaking, or he got the invitation for GT, and he'll be racing in it with a Lamborghini Huracan GT3. It's a really nice thing to see. Metro, Shiny, both of them will be racing with the Huracan, and Shiny will not be racing in LMP1, of course. Shiny already got her invitation for GT3 and will stick with GT3 despite the fact that she's in the Pro Series. So if she wins Laguna Seca, that means she'll not go to LMP1. She'll stick with GT3. And if a driver who won again at Laguna Seca, then another driver will be taking that spot away. As the time is ticking down, 10 seconds remaining here at the qualifying session of Road Atlanta, we're going to be seeing if anyone could break the top 5, if anyone could put a dent in the top 5 standings so far. Let's see if Jimmy Fuego could do anything good, or if he's just doing a proper run, or just doing some type of a run and rolling with it. No promo from Jimmy Fuego. How about Demi Hollywood? No promo from him. How about the driver who is tied in first with Ricky? Could Yesap make the situation could Yesap make Ricky's battle even worse? Could he make his situation a bit easier? And will Yesap possibly make it harder for Ricky this season? Finding out. And he gets no improvement, and Intoxicated goes into the pits, meaning that the top 5 is Jack, Demi Hollywood, Intoxicated, Kansi, and JKR here at Road Atlanta. As we are about to get ready. We are going green, racing in for 5 laps for the M Series Showdown at Road Atlanta. Demi immediately putting the vehicle as fast as possible ahead of Jack. He knows there's points on the line. This is the driver who had a total of 2 points. He could turn that 2 into a 7 if he keeps it going. And now Jack trying to find a way to get ahead of the 77. Kansi also in the question. He could make the battle for the top spot even more difficult for these guys. Especially for Ricky and Yesap, who are already making their way up the field. About to go into the right-hander here. Jimmy Fuego all the way in last. Not a good run for that Buckshot Bro. But the other Buckshot Bros in 4th. He just has to keep it going and he should be fine. And now Yesap trying to get ahead of JKR. And he does that very successfully. But now they're going to go to the chicane here. This is where shit could hit the fan. And it definitely does for Ricky as Metro swoops in and takes another spot away from Ricky. Going into lap 2. Jimmy looking for a way to get ahead. Not really working for him now. Ricky on the inside. He's trying to get ahead of Danny Alistair. And he does that very successfully. But now they got to go to the hard braking zone right here. Danny immediately putting that forward up front and gets on the gas soon as possible. Jimmy Fuego trying to do the same thing to Ricky right there. But they're literally side to side as we speak. Danny also trying to find a way to get ahead of Metro. But Demi Hollywood leading the field so far. Jack in second, but close in second. Now on to the chicane here. Could Ricky get ahead of Danny Allister? Oh, he had to back out there a bit. But he still has the vehicle under control. Make sure that Jim Fuego does not have any space to get ahead. And it's very smart from the 5. It's about to go into lap 3. Now Jack, he is far behind, but at the same time extremely close. He could try to go for a move at any second, but he's not even really going to try to make a move as soon as possible. He's going to think at the point where Demi least expects it. That's where he's going to try and make a move. And you see him scheming. The 10 is looking around. And Jimmy Fuego all the way at the bottom of the field. Not really a good run for him so far. But he's still trying to do something in his skills as we are about to wave white flag. 1 more lap to go. It's one more time here at Road Atlanta, and we'll be seeing who will be taking a win. So far, it looks like Demi Hollywood is in sight of victory, but Jack, it's now or never for the 10. He needs to make a move now, or else it is all gone for the 10. He will not see victory lane in that case, and it will not be a back-to-back for the 10. Jack doing everything in his skills and trying to get ahead of the 77, but it is just not working for him in the slightest. Demi going into the last few turns away from the black and white checkered flag. The driver who is 10th in the standings will be seeing victory lane here at Road Atlanta. Jack in second, Intoxicated in third, Conzi fourth, and Jake here in fifth, making that the top 5 here. What a race this was. as Demi Hollywood took the win over there. Jack in second. And Sasuke in third. Kazi in fourth and Jake in fifth, making that your top 5 at Road Atlanta. And so currently looking at the standings, Jack, I did not actually expect that, but Jack is leading the championship of Season 4 M Series, and it's very, very incredible how he's doing it right now. Up next, we will be going for the Health and Wellness 30th Phoenix, and we'll see who will be taking first place. Could Kazi still put his vehicle at first spot over there? Or will Jack run away with the championship here? Could Ricky and Yesab duke it out as they're still tied with 14 points? But who will be prevailing? Who will be getting ahead of one another? Let's also take a look at the other drivers in the standings. Drivers such as Danny Alistair, Demi Hollywood, who is now at 7 points and now in 7th. That's together with 6. Jake with 6, both of the Ackerman Motorsports drivers tied. And Metro with 2. Meaning that Metro just needs to get a few more points and he is secured for the next season. But so far we're looking at Jack in the championship lead. The right to go to the Health and Wellness